Alright guys, I was out running around. Thought I'd make a little video about something I was thinking about. I think it was last night, late. Before YouTube, on the internet, there was some different things you could do concerning guns, but there was nothing like YouTube. This is going back like to the year 2000. And I was on Glock Talk. Now Glock Talk, man, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was the stuff. And around the year 2000, it actually was. There was some good and some bad, as with anything. But when YouTube came along, it just took and blew that all out of the water. And I'll tell you some reasons why. I don't hang out in the forums anymore. I really kind of turned to a dislike for the forums, and I'll give you some reasons why too. Now, Glock Talk was one of the biggest gun forums there was on the internet back in the day. YouTube didn't start till about 2006, and then it was bought by Google in like 2007, 2008, something like that. So if we go back to the year 2000, Glock Talk seemed like a fun place to be. And it was, for the most part, fun. There was a couple issues that I always had with Glock Talk. One of the issues was that you never knew who it was you were speaking with. It could be anywhere from a 12-year-old kid to an 80-year-old man to a female that lives up in Alaska to, it could be anybody. And you don't know who you're talking to, and these people are giving advice and saying, I'm this, I'm that, I know this, or I know that, and you have no clue of who you're even talking to. The second thing that was really bad on the forums was a lot of the guys on there that were police officers were giving police a bad name. And the reason is like, some of these guys, now not all of them, there was a lot of good police on there, but some of these guys, they were like, AZ Law Dog or Lawman 991, and they always had some kind of something to do with like cop, CO cop or something. They always had something to do with the policeman or law enforcement in their username. And I always found that kind of weird, because everybody that I've ever known that was anything great in their field of what they did, they didn't go out and brag about it. Come later to find out that some of these guys that had, the Law Dog 81 and all this were just cops in a little 2-bit one-horse town out in some rural area down south or something. I'm not making fun of the South or anything, but I'm just saying some of these guys were really turning people off to law enforcement. They were so cocky and arrogant on here. And they just, the way they answered people and treated people was just terrible. For a few of them. There was a lot of good ones on there, but the few bad apples was making it really bad. And then some of the other things that made the forums bad was, like on Glock Talk, they started this thing, which I don't know why they ever did this, where it kept underneath the name of your avatar how many posts you had posted. Now, you couldn't change this on your own. It was a computer, it was electronically done, and it kept a post count. So like if I went on there and I said, hey everybody, it would say my username, and it would say 211 posts. And if I posted underneath that, I love my Glock 19, it would say 212 posts. Well, some guys thought it was a status symbol to have the highest or a high post count, and they was just like completely just going on there and just posting just random stuff and stuff that stuff that wasn't relevant to what was being talked about, just typing things on anything just to boost this post count, which was really stupid. And then the forum, the guy that owned the forum, you had him and his people that would moderate these posts, and boy, they were serious about it, man. These post moderators, boy, they were very serious about this. Then they started selling subscriptions to Glock Talk, and like you were already a member, But guys were paying like $280, $300 to get a little gold symbol on their avatar that said they were a gold member. And they would say, like, we only have 200 of these available, and guys would just, like, eat this up. And, you know, and the site owner was making a killing off of this. And I'm like, look, we're already all members, you know, but these guys just so badly, they wanted that little gold bar on their avatar. They'd pay $300. But I really am glad that YouTube came about. YouTube throws a whole different blanket on everything because you're not as anonymous. Even if you don't show your face on camera, you are still have nowhere near the anonymity that you have on a forum or Glock Talk. Most people do show their face, like I do, and that lets you know who you're speaking with. And even if you can't see the face, you can see the hands, the arms, and you can hear the voice, and it kind of gives you an idea, you know, of who you're talking to. So YouTube, when YouTube came out, a lot of these forums just kind of died way down or just went off the radar, you know. And I think I got back on Glock Talk one time for a little bit, and I might have been looking at used guns or something in my area, but I don't mess around on the forums anymore. That's just not something I'm into. So let me know, guys, if you deal with the forums anymore, because back in the day, that's all there was if you wanted to talk guns online, and there was more than enough people on these forums. But all right, guys, I'll talk to you real soon. This is H4T, and I'm out.